Las Vegas, and welcome to Chris Garcia, the conservative American. And we have reached the end of the year. What a year, huh? What a absolute wonderful year. And I've been so blessed. I know you've been blessed with so many things. It's been a tale of 2 years for myself. We met the legendary Rolando LaRosse here at Radio Tribune, this fabulous downtown Las Vegas facility. And he was so blessed. I began co-hosting his show, which you should also watch. Google it. Face the Tribune with Rolando LaRosse. And I am the co-host on that show. And I was so blessed that he allowed me to start sitting in with him. And one day I was sitting with him, and we had a guest on, and I was giving my opinion. And he looked at me and he said, "How would you like to have your own show, Chris?" And I was like, wow. I mean, it was, this guy is a living legend in the city of Las Vegas and the state of Nevada. Rolando LaRosse, he is a living legend, and he's been the owner of the Las Vegas Tribune here for many years and the owner of Radio Tribune. And he gave me this opportunity to have my own show a few months ago, and it has just been a blessing to me and my family. I've gotten so much good feedback from the show all over the country. I get calls and I get texts and emails, and it's just been a blessing for me. And then my wife was hired as the producer of 3 shows here at Radio Tribune. CN, she produces my show, and she's just, between being a fabulous, beautiful wife, she is an excellent producer, and everybody here loves her very much, and she does very well here. And so it's just been a great second half of the year where we started working with the radio station over the summertime. And so the first half of the year, which was very chaotic, and then suddenly we got these opportunities, and it's been just such an absolute blessing to me and my family. We're going to do big things here. You mark my word. If you think 2016 at Radio Tribune and was a great year, and here at the Las Vegas Tribune newspaper, if you think that it was a great year, 2017, I told you we had so many powerful guests on, from the DA to judges to Black Panthers and so on and so forth. We had so many tremendous guests in 2016, but 2017 is going to be 10 times bigger than 2016. I'm telling you right now, subscribe to Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando LaRosse, and I co-host the show. Subscribe to Chris Garcia, the conservative American. Listen to them live on radiotribune.com Monday through Friday. Face the Tribune is on 12 to 1 o'clock, and Chris Garcia, the conservative American, is on from 1 to 1:30. And watch those shows, Google them, and watch them Monday through Friday. Subscribe to them, and they will come up. A wonderful producer. You will have them up on the internet in a couple of hours. Subscribe, and those shows will come right up on your smart device, tablet, phone, computer, and so forth. And you can watch our shows live streaming. We talk about important things here at Radio Tribune. I talk about important things on Chris Garcia, the conservative American, things that matter to the average American, things that matter to the middle class, things that matter to the forgotten people here in America that Donald Trump touched on. And we were there from the beginning on Face the Tribune. We were there from the beginning on Chris Garcia. We told you we have these Trump signs. They've been since he announced. These Trump signs have been back here. We have not been wishy-washy. We did not jump on the bandwagon. We led. We were one of the first radio stations to announce that we were supporting Donald Trump. And we have been there, and Mike Pence, and we've been there 100%. We've talked about it every single day. We are a conservative radio station. We speak the truth. We do not mind having people on of different views and different political backgrounds, but you're coming in to Face the Tribune and sit in the hot seat, or you're calling in and talking to Chris Garcia, the conservative American, or coming here to talk to me. Be prepared, because we ask hard questions. We ask real questions. And we talk about real things and real values that affect the American people. We have had opportunities to have different shows on different networks and situations, but they try and take away our independence. We are now working out a deal to be on an FM radio station, and that's going to be happening very soon. But if they do not allow us to speak our mind and hold our views, we won't accept any deal with anybody unless we are able to talk directly to the American people and speak and talk about what's on our mind. So those are the values we have here at Radio Tribune. and we will never get rid of those values. I want to thank you so much, since this is coming into the end of the year, the last show, for your support. Continue to watch Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Tell your friends to watch and subscribe to the show. If you like the values, I share your values. I share American values. This country was founded on people having an opportunity here to come here and be whatever you want to be in the United States of America. If you work hard and you pursue your dreams, you have an opportunity here that you don't have any other where in the whole world. This is the greatest country on earth, and I share your values with you. One of the things I want to talk about before the year is up, and this is our last show until Monday, is, Barack Obama needs to go away. I'm so tired of him meddling in this new administration's business, Besides what John Kerry did in Israel, which is an absolute travesty, and I talked about that yesterday on the show. And then he has the nerve to turn around and kick some Russian intel workers out of the country, 35 of them today. So petty. Barack Obama, you are a joke. You are a ridiculous president. You have a failed administration with a horrible record, maybe the worst record that has ever been for any president in our known lifetime. And we're just ready for you to go away. You're playing petty politics right now. And luckily, Vladimir Putin is a grown man. And luckily, he sees through this and said that he's willing to work with the Trump administration. And we have intel workers over there in Moscow. And he said that he was going to invite them to the Kremlin. He was going to send a special convoy to pick those workers up and invite them to dinner for New Year's Eve at the Kremlin. That's the difference between a child and an adult. That's the difference between somebody petty and somebody looking past that, because it's in Vladimir Putin's interest. And people think it's not in his interest. It's in his interest to have a working relationship with the United States of America. They need those sanctions lifted. They need, as a military situation, we have that country surrounded. They need us to back off and take some of our missiles out of the Ukraine and out of other places, because it is a threat to him. It's a threat to his national security. And so he needs to work with us on so many different levels. The economy there is horrible. If we opened up trade with them, they have so many natural resources that the United States of America could use. And so I think that's why Donald Trump picked the Secretary of State that he did, because they want to have a relationship with Russia. Russia wants to have a relationship with us. And, I think that we could see them as being a partner in the fight against ISIS, as well as a partner in trade. So it is very important for the United States of America to partner with Russia. But I want to thank you so much for watching our show. And we're going to do bigger and better things coming up in the year 2017. Barack Obama needs to go away. He needs to stop meddling. John Kerry ought to be ashamed of himself for what he did as far as dealing with Israel and going behind Israel's back and having a meeting with the Palestinians behind Israel's back. I think that is an absolute travesty. I think it's a shame. And I think all the things that the Obama administration is doing on their way out of office is absolutely opposite of what George W. Bush did when he was in office. They actually did everything they could to make the transition go smoothly, and Barack Obama even talked about that, how smooth the transition went and the things that he did to help him and Michelle out when they came into the White House. I think that he needs to take a lesson. I think that he needs to back off. He did a ridiculous act today and making more national parks, one in Utah and one in Nevada. And all they're trying to do is make sure that the Republican Party and Donald Trump is not able to look for natural resources within our country, because they want us to continue to be dependent on Saudi Arabia and the Middle East for oil and for our resources. And so it continues to go to show you. You have one president that is trying to cut deals to keep jobs here. You have one president that is trying to cut deals on his plane, Air Force One, to get going to make those two planes for less money than $4 billion. We have one president that's fighting for the United States of America, and one president, outgoing President Barack Obama, who is fighting to keep things the same status quo. They want to continue for us to be energy dependent on the Middle East. They want to continue to stay in the Cold War with Russia. They want to continue to have a one-sided trade deal with China that takes American jobs away, that closes American factories because products are made on pennies on the dollar in Chinese factories. And we continue to be in debt with China and have to look for ways to try and get out of debt with them. So you have one president that's fighting for the American people, is fighting to keep jobs at Carrier, Indiana, and you have one president that was about to let all 1,700 jobs go to Mexico. So that's just the difference. We're so tired of Barack Hussein Obama, of Hillary Clinton, of John Kerry. We just want to get rid of the entire administration of Joe Biden, of having an apologist president. We want to be proud of our country again, Michelle Obama. We will be proud. When Donald Trump becomes president, we will be proud. So, you know, I just can't wait. We have 3 more weeks to the inauguration, and this year cannot end fast enough, and next year cannot begin quick enough so that we have a president that will fight for us. I will always fight for you. I told you that from show one, from day one. The most important thing to me is the American people know the truth. The most important thing for me is to know is that Chris Garcia, the conservative American, will always fight for the American people. I will always share your values. I think this country is about the people. This country is not about the politicians. This country is not about the rich billionaires in their homes. This country is about the working class people that get up every day to put food on the table. They're the ones that pay the taxes. They're the ones that pay for our schools, our roads, our police officers. And also support your police officers. You know, they've had a rough year this year. And they've caught some flack on some shootings that they've all been proven to be right. You know, these people are stupid. They're ignorant. They're knuckleheads. And when the police tell you to stop, police tell you to put your hands up. You know, these Black Lives Matter movement groups that put their hands up in the air and they say, don't shoot. Well, exactly when they tell you to stop, put your hands up in the air and follow directions and do what they ask you to do. And I guarantee you this, it will not end in a police shooting. You know, and police involved shooting on either way. We don't want innocent people getting shot. We don't want police officers getting shot. We don't want racist people on either. We don't want racist Nazi skinhead people in this country. We also don't need Black Lives Matter either. I think they're both extreme racist groups on both sides. And the majority of the country, you know, people are the same. If you go to Chicago, if you go to LA, if you go to the suburbs or you're in the inner city, people all want the same thing. They want a better life for their children. They want lower taxes. They want better schools. They want to be safe. That is a common share. They want the American dream. They want opportunity. And that's shared whether you're Black, white, Hispanic. It doesn't make a difference. We all are Americans and we all want the same thing. So, you know, those are the values that I share. And I will always talk about them on my show. And I think Barack Obama is out of touch. I think Hillary Clinton is out of touch, and that's why she lost the election. I just want them to go away. It's a new year, and we need a new leader. And Barack Obama needs to just go away and fade into the past. Donald Trump is coming into office in 2017. A new year, a new president. Great, great, great things I believe are going to happen in this country. Great things are going to happen here at Radio Tribune. Don't be a bandwagon jumper. Get in now. Subscribe now. We're going to maybe start passing out a newsletter that you can subscribe to. That's something that we're thinking about doing. We need your support. Call in 702-983-0711. You can call me directly. I have my Google number and my regular number, but you can call in 702-600-0005. That's 702-600-0005. That is my number. You can call me. I have my phone right here. I get calls all the time from you. You can call me. You can text me. And you can let me know what you think of the show. You can also call in, like I said, 702-983-0711. And you can call me and you can talk to the producer, CN, and we can get you live either on the radio if you're out of town. If you live here or you are coming in town, we can book you a date on the radio show. And as for any listeners, doesn't matter the political party, but make sure and believe when you come in here, you will be in the hot seat. And I will talk to you about serious issues facing the American people. But we will have a great debate. We'll have a great conversation. We'll shake hands at the end because we're all Americans in the end, and we all want what's best for our country. We got big things coming on Radio Tribune coming up this year. Fabulous, fabulous things. Great people coming on. And I just want to tell you to watch, subscribe to the show. And as soon as the show goes up, it will be on your smartphone or your tablet or your computer. Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. It is very important, I think, that Donald Trump hits the ground running in his first 100 days. I think that he needs to get his people that he's picked for his cabinet passed through the Senate. And so we can get to work. We got a lot of work to do in this country. Barack Obama has set us back, I believe, many years. I think that ridiculous health care plan of his has to be gotten rid of. It has to be repealed and replaced. We have to open up, and he tried to hurry up today and push through a couple of environmental things. We need to open up our environment. We need to open up research in this country. We need to open up some of these vast lands that we have and see if we have, what kind of resources do we have in this country, because we cannot continuously to be energy dependent on the Middle East or Russia or some of these other countries. We have to think about the American people. And I know we have stockpiles that we keep for certain situations in case of national disasters and things like that. I totally understand that, but this country is so underproduced as far as natural resources. There's so much coal to be dug up. There's so many minerals to be dug up, so much natural gas, and yet we won't do it. And of course, when you do that, you're also producing jobs. Jobs that Americans could be working, good paying jobs, so people could get back to working and feeling good about themselves and get off the welfare roll. That's very important. We need to promote small business in this country. We need to just hurry up and get Donald Trump in office, because this is a joke. This is ridiculous. We need to hear from the American people. You see, that was a problem. It's one thing, I understand the forgotten man and woman out there. I understand you keeping your opinion to yourself. And I know you went to the voting booth in Ohio and in Michigan and in Pennsylvania and Indiana and Illinois and Kentucky and Louisiana and Nevada and Arizona and Pennsylvania. I know you went to the booth. You closed the booth and you voted for Donald Trump. But see, the problem is this. The reason it had to come to that was because you're keeping your opinion too quiet. We cannot be silent anymore. You cannot be afraid of the repercussions of speaking your mind. That's why we have shows like this. That's why we have shows like Face the Tribune. Subscribe to our shows. Come on our shows. Call in on our shows. Speak your mind. The American government watches these shows. Our politicians watch these shows. And it is very important for you to subscribe to these shows. Subscribe to my friend Alex Jones' show. Subscribe to shows like that, to the O'Reilly Factory, to Hannity. And watch our shows, because it sends a message to the American government that we do have a voice, that we do want to take our country back, that we know what's best for our country. We don't need to be told what's best for our country. And you need to be able to come on these shows and speak your mind. Again, you can call me directly, 702-600-0005, 702-600-0005. Leave a compliment to me. That is my direct phone right here. I will get those messages. Call me. Tell me what you think of the show. Ask me if you want to book a show and come on. I'll set you up with the producer here, Cian. Have your voice heard. It is very important that we come out of hiding, that we come out of the closet. We are having shows like this here. We have a wonderful, beautiful downtown Las Vegas facility, and I would love to have you on the show. If you are in town, if you live here, come on the show. I've got chairs here for you. We have so many guests coming on. We've had judges on. We've had all kind of political people on, and our show is growing so much in popularity. And it's because people get to come here and they get to speak the truth, and they get to say what they really feel. And we all know the direction we need to move America in. So it is very important that you call in. You can call in and do the radio from the radio, and we'll have you live on the air. That number is 702-983-0711. Don't forget, we are on live 1 to 1:30, Monday through Friday Pacific time. So if you call in that number, you will be talking live. Our show will be up on YouTube in a couple of hours. Subscribe to Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Google it. Tell your friends. Tell your family to watch. I am telling you right now, don't be a bandwagon jumper. Get on my show right now. Watch Face the Tribune that I co-host with Rolando LaRosse. Get on now. Don't be a bandwagon jumper. Watch our shows and support our shows right now. We need it. We're going to be doing big things here at Radio Tribune. With that being said, I've come to the end of my show. We are so blessed once again that we've been given this opportunity here at Radio Tribune. We got bigger and better things coming up in the new year, powerful guests coming up in the new year, And again, I want to hear from you. Subscribe to Face the Tribune with Orlando Barras. Listen to us streaming live Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 o'clock, Face the Tribune, 1 to 1:30, Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Go on your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, radiotribune.com, live streaming. You can listen to the show. You can call in. You can be a part of the show. And leave a comment. Again, you can call me live, 702-600-0005. I would love to hear from you. And I just want you to have a safe new year. Again, do not drink and drive. Do not be intoxicated in any way. Call a cab, call a friend, get home to your loved ones safe. Thank you, Cian, my beautiful wife, for producing a great show. We're going to have a great year coming up, and we're so blessed here. God bless America. God bless our troops. Have a great New Year's and Godspeed. Only 21 more days to Donald Trump. See you.